indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. At this time, I will turn over the microphone to our superintendent.
Thank you, Madam President. And it's with great pleasure that I have the Strive Club from the high school, Nina Platterati, Chloe Lee, and Fabiola Alaska. Please come up for a presentation. Ladies, thank you for being here.
Hello? Okay. Hi, everyone. So we're here to represent the Strive Club. My name is Nina Platterati. I'm the president of the club. This is Fabiola Alaska. She's the vice president, and Chloe Lee is our secretary. Our treasurer is Chase Santorella, but he was not able to make it tonight. So tonight we just wanted to run through what we've done in the past few years as a club. We also wanted to touch on what we are currently working on and what our plans for the future are. And we are joined by our club advisor, Mr. Purr. As of right now, we have approximately 20 to 25 active members in our club, and that's a big jump from just the 3 of us when we founded the club in sophomore year.
During the first year of our club, well, probationary, we created a video for the sophomore class highlighting the importance of spreading kindness, in addition to the walk-in to stand in solidarity with the students of Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. And we also helped create a teacher recognition platform, affording students the opportunity to nominate a staff member they feel embodies what it means to strive. And these are just photos of some of the recognition ceremonies that we've had.
So in our 2018 to 2019 school year, we continued on with our teacher-student recognition programs, and pretty much just to keep building better, stronger relationships between the students and the teachers. And students and staffs are invited to a ceremony where the staff nominees receive a certificate from the student, which they nominated. And we also continued our videos, such as like the college process one and our vaping video.
So we just wanted to show you about a minute of the college admissions video. It was shown to 10th graders last year.
Last week.
Last week, sorry. And it focuses on the college admissions process as well as career readiness. And what we did was we interviewed a bunch of local business owners as well as a college admissions counselor to try to cover all of the pathways that students might take once they graduate. So, yes, they're all Mahopac grads. So I'm going to play this just for a minute.
My name is Donnie Massaro. I'm a 1990 Mahopac graduate, and I own the Freight House Cafe here in downtown Mahopac.
I'm Dr. Sean Rooney. I'm a graduate of Mahopac High School. I'm proud to say I married my high school sweetheart, who's also a Mahopac graduate, and I have 3 daughters that are also going through the Mahopac school system.
Hi, I'm John Prano. I'm a Mahopac High School grad. I'm a physical education teacher in Yonkers for 21 years. I'm a father, a new father. I'm a business owner. I'm a coach. I'm a strength coach, health coach, life coach, and I'm a musician. I like to entertain people. I like to make people feel good.
My name is Nico Diagnos. I'm a graduate of Mahopac High School. I graduated in 2014. My senior year, first semester, got accepted into SBC, which is where we are now in this lovely campus. I came in as a psych major. I knew I wanted to work with people and help people in some sort of way. And I think admissions was a start to that. I currently am an admissions counselor at Southern Vermont.
So that's just the beginning of the video that we wanted to show to you all. And throughout the rest of the video, they sort of just go deeper into the process that they went through in starting their businesses and getting their education. And the college admissions counselor gives great advice to students going through the process.
So our biggest project for this current school year has been the snowball, and pretty much it's like a winter dance that we're planning on having in the high school gym. And our goal for this dance was to provide a safe, community-friendly activity that promotes positive school culture throughout the student body. And we made this event open to the whole entire school because I feel like there's not a lot done at the school in order to bring everyone together. Like the only time all the grades are together is for pep rally. So we all thought it was such a great idea to bring all the grades together for this. And as of right now, we've sold approximately 120 tickets, and we'll be continuing sales after midterm week. And currently the date is February 8th, and it's going to be from 7 to 10 p.m. So we've broken up into 3 committees. We have our decorating committee, which is headed by Chloe Lee and Jaden Miller, and they're currently designing a floor plan and finalizing our budget for decorations. And the next committee is the food and beverage committee, which I'm heading, and pretty much right now we're just in this process of reaching out to local businesses to try and get donations for food, and then we'll see where we're at to start planning about how much we're spending on catering and buying food. And then next is entertainment, which is headed by Nina Platterati and Chase Santoriella, and they're making sure our DJ's set and other activities with our budget permitting, such as our photo booth and things along those lines. And we've been fundraising a lot for this event. We've had 2 bake sales, one December 22nd at Red Mills and one January 18th at Stop and Shop. And with that, we've raised about $400. And our ticket sales have also helped us because each ticket is $15. So yeah, as we continue to sell them, we hope that we'll have more money to make this work out as best as possible.
So the goals for this school year, well, right now the top priority, as Fabiola said, is the snowball. And we would also like to finish our video focusing on the negative impacts of vaping and spreading our message by speaking to students in our middle school and elementary schools how to strive. We would also continue fundraising for this event and for our club in general.
And lastly, we are working to elevate our status from a probationary club to an official club. We started sophomore year, and we're hoping to leave our senior year with Strive as an official club. So I wanted to extend a big thank you on behalf of the Strive Club to the board for letting us come and speak, all of administration, Dr. Lawrence, Mrs. Umich, Mr. Calabro, Mr. Milley. They've all been really instrumental in helping us get especially this snowball off of the ground. And we would also like to thank Mr. Purr for being there for us and helping us achieve our goals as a club. And that's all we have. Thank you.
Thank you. So ladies, I want to really thank you for stepping up in your leadership. And one of the things that we've spoken about is it's your high school. It's the things that you want to see done and bring community together. Because we know in the times in which we live, a lot of times it's isolation. It's on cell phones at home, and it's not communicating, being involved with one another. And I think this snowball is a great beginning. Hopefully it'll be a tradition for many, many years to come. Because for many of us up here, I'm going to date myself, we used to have those type of things years and years ago. And I think it's a great night. It's a great opportunity. So to you, to the school, the administration, Mr. Purr, I think it's a great idea. And I'm hopefully it will be a great and successful night. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ladies, a great job. I think I want to go to the snowball and I'll sell some tickets for you. I think we're long overdue for something like this because students will go together. Put some disco music and I'm there. No. But anyway, I just want to say thank you. I think that's a terrific idea and I think it's long overdue. So great job.
You're welcome. So now it's with great pride that we honor a student athlete here at Mahopac High School. And before I call this young man up, you know, there's a lot of banners that are in the high school and talk about both basketball players, male and female, who scored over 1,000 points. It's a great honor. Well, this young man tonight we're going to honor because he celebrated back on December 14th his 100th career wrestling win. That's an incredible accomplishment. So Tyler Roa, would you come up please and be honored? Congratulations, young man. Great job. So this was last week. Last week we had a great win against Arlington in an incredible match comeback. So when is the Carmel get a match? Next week. So next week, Carmel winds up being, if we win that match, we wind up being the league champs. And this young man, not only this year, but for many years has been so instrumental in the success of our program. He's a fine young man, and he's a tribute to what a student athlete is at Mahopac High School. So Tyler, congratulations from myself and the Board of Education for a great honor. Congratulations. You're welcome. Come over here.
And his mom and dad, get up there. This is a proud moment. Congratulations.
Yep, hold on.
Anthony?
Mom and Dad coming up. She's a professional.
Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Okay. At this time, any comments on agenda items only? Okay. Now we will have a acceptance of warrants. Motion to accept?
So moved.
Second? All in favor? Aye. Thank you. Motion to accept Treasurer's Report for November 2019. Second?
Second.
All in favor? Motion to approve the minutes, work session meeting minutes for December 16th.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay. Motion to approve regular meeting minutes for December 19th.
So moved.
Second? All in favor? Aye. One abstention? Aye. Melody, I wasn't here, so abstain from that. Thank you. And at this time, we have the superintendent's report.
Thank you very much, Madam President. I want to take this opportunity to wish everyone in the audience a happy and healthy new year. This is our first meeting in 2020, believe it or not. And as the year starts, the Mahopac Central School District has had many great events that are planned in the next coming weekend. This weekend, we have the annual STEAM Fair at Mahopac Middle School from 9 to 1. That'll take place in both gymnasiums. It's a great day of innovation, of kids really collaborating together and showing all their talents in science, technology, engineering, art, and math. And please come out and see the great things that our students are doing. Second, on Saturday, we have our annual Caruso, speaking of wrestling, Tyler just left, a wrestling tournament that we have every year at the high school. This is a full-day tournament with teams from upstate, Adonai Island, and locally. So please come out and support our wrestling program and the Caruso tournament. Board of Education members and out to the community, and these are especially for parents, we have our Family Math Night. That's on Tuesday night, February 11th, from 6:30 to 7:30 at Mahopac High School. This night will be shared with families. It's with great pride that we are sharing this incredible event. It took place last year. It's the second year in a row that we're doing this with Greg Tang Jr., a math guru and enthusiastic person about math, and how parents can really make math a part of their child's life each and every day. They'll be sharing activities and challenges throughout the course of the night, promoting math and math excitement. It was a great night last year. I want to thank Assistant Superintendent Tremblay and his team for organizing this again this year. Again, that's February 11th, 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Families, please do not forget that you have to register for this. Okay, so make sure that deadline, I believe, is today or tomorrow, because there's a limited amount of space that we have. So once again, come out for Family Night of Math on February 11th. As we approach the budget season, I just want to update you on a conversation that I had today, myself and Assistant Superintendent Cloesi, with Senator Harcum. So as you know, last fall, the governor vetoed our amnesty bill, and based on that veto, it will have a big impact on how we look and present our budget this year to the public. With that being said, Senator Harcum, through the Senate, recently just passed out of the Budget Committee a bill for universal amnesty for other schools like us that are having the same issue. What does that mean? That means the following. If it stays in the budget, now what does that mean if it stays in the budget? As you know, in any budget process, there's trading back and forth. In order for it to stay in, the governor will look at certain proposals, and the Senate will look at certain proposals they have, and then they kind of order importance. of course, we feel it's very important, and we're hoping that the legislators and the governor leave it in, because here's what happens. If it stays in the normal operation budget, and the budget passes on or about April 1st, then it goes away. That's the first track that we're looking at. The second track is what happened last year. It would then have to go through, if it doesn't go and stay in the budget, it would have to be voted out of both houses, legislation both in the Assembly and in the Senate. If that were to happen like it did last year, the same thing would happen, ladies and gentlemen. It would go to the governor, and then the governor sometime in the fall would either approve it again or veto it. So those are the two options we have. Suffice it to say that the senator has set up a meeting with myself and Assistant Superintendent Cloesi with the governor's budget advisor, that's the gentleman in charge, because he wants to hear the impacts that this may have on the Mahopac Central School District. So we'll be sharing what some of these cuts can mean to us as a district, to our programs, both academically, social, emotionally, and we're going to make sure that we do everything possible. As this process goes through, of course, I'll be updating the board, I'll be updating you at meetings, I'll be doing spotlights that talk about this, but I just want to let you know we are actively involved in this process. We will be, and as information becomes available, I'll be sharing that with the public. In addition, next week, we have our Austin Road and Lakeview Band and Orchestra concerts, and then the following week, on February 5th, we have our small ensemble assemblies at Mahopac High School. Believe it or not, as 2020 begins, we start our registration for our incoming kindergarten classes here at the Fall School. So Austin Road registration, some of this has already taken place, is January 13th, 15th, and 30th, and February 5th and 13th. Fuller Road is January 24th and 28th, and February 7th and 25th. And last but not least, the Lakeview Elementary School is January 17th and 22nd, as well as February 3rd, 11th, and 27th. Again, the information is also on the website, but kindergarten registration is now taking place. And of course, last but not least, believe it or not, the next couple of weeks, our winter seasons will be coming to an end, our sports seasons. I encourage you to come out and watch our student athletes play over the next several weeks. And then second week and third week in March, we start our sectionals. Those are, of course, the playoffs, and we encourage the public to come out and watch our teams play. That information is on the Mahopac Central School District Athletic website. We'll be updating times and events as the playoffs are ready. Madam President, that's my report for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent DiCarlo. At this time, it is time for our committee reports, and we have 3 reports this evening. First, we will start with Trustee Keene on curriculum.
The curriculum committee met on January 6th. We met at 5 p.m. The meeting lasted until 6 p.m. In attendance was Mr. Tremblay, Mr. Zunino, and myself. Mr. Tremblay explained to us his budget process for next year, and which emphasis will be placed on the student learning objectives of our strategic student plan, and also increasing instructional support for the classrooms. He also spoke about the blue ribbon school designations and explained to us that one of the bigger issues that was not there when I was doing this, is the percentage of students opting out of the test, the state test, is now a large part of gaining a blue ribbon designation. He also said that career days at all the schools will take place at every school this year, which is the work of the schools themselves and led by Dr. Kleinman, our new Director of Counseling and Guidance. That's it.
Thank you, Trustee Keene. Vice President Morgan, you have a report for grounds?
Yes, Madam.
Committee. Thank
Good
you.
evening, everyone. The Grounds Committee met on January 14th of this new year. Just highlight a couple of things. Present, and thank you again to the committee, Trustee Mark O'Connor, Trustee Ray McDonough, and President Mancuso was also present at the committee meeting. Just to highlight a few topics, we talked about the watershed, the EOH Watershed Corporation proposed the bioretention system at Fulmer Road School. It was lightly discussed. We had we talked about the high school tennis courts and some of the infringing trees where the roots are starting to actually grow inside the tennis courts, causing some cracks. So we're going to be doing some safety work over there. We talked about the perimeter tree removal that might be required. Talked about fencing at the fall school. Talked about field use in general, restrictions, permits, trying to build in some field rest, trying to build in a lot more maintenance to the fields. As you all know, the community uses all these fields, and they really work them to death. And it's high time that we try to get these things back in a safe and orderly manner. So we talked about field rest, we talked about safety, field maintenance at all the schools. We had an opportunity to meet somebody that's on our agenda for this evening, who will become our head groundsman, Joe Solano. He's a very nice young man with a lot of knowledge, and I think he'll really help us strive to meet our goals of having the best conditions around. So again, many thanks to the committee, and we'll keep you posted as the spring comes up. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice President Morgan. And our last committee report this evening is with Trustee Savino for Technology.
Thank you, Madam President. Good evening, everybody. The Technology Committee met on January 6th. Present were Dr. Stoll, Mr. Tremblay, and as well as trustees Simone Keene and myself. We had a brief discussion about the pilot program for single sign-on and QR codes for logging into kindergarten Chromebooks. The new Chromebook rollout has been completed. Any model older than the Model 738 have been removed from service as their end of life, as well as additional units have been deployed to the intervention rooms, as well as they're allotted for teacher aid use. Among the other discussions we had were plans for the PC replacement for the art and music departments, Windows 10 upgrade rollout, and the possibility of virtual server hosting for the district. We rounded up the night with discussing the tech team is working on an automated process for enrolling new students into the program, whereas they sign in, when they sign up for the district, all their applications and so on and so forth that they'll need will be automatically dumped into their profile for their Chromebook. We sat for about an hour and 15 minutes and adjourned at about 7 o'clock. That's all I have. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you, Trustee Savino. At this time, we come to the consent agenda. Before approval, I would like to make a motion to remove letter L for further discussion another time. Some board members have questions and some board members are not here, so we'll have to table this. So motion to approve the agenda minus letter L. Second? All in favor? Aye. Thank you. And at this time, we have resident comments. Any resident comments? No? Okay. Thank you for coming this evening. That will conclude our board meeting this evening. Thank you for coming out. Happy New Year. Motion to close.
So moved.
Second? All in favor? Aye. Thank you. Have a good night.